all he is a Kenyan and is there, if at all he has committed any crime, then probably should be presented in court. Or if he hasn't, then deport him back to Kenya. Shouldn't that be the priority?
As I hand over that to Mheshimiwa Sossion, I think I would want to suggest that one of the things that's getting Mudavadi in trouble is a lack of information. Not just on Boniface Mwangi, but on what happened. Mm-hmm. Why was mother stopped? I mean, we assume she's a senior counsel. She must have done her documentation before she went to try to go to Tanzania. Was there a problem? So what Ministry of Foreign Affairs should be explaining to us is that. So that we get all the way to where is Boniface? Why is he not available? What are you doing about it? Or what should his family do about it? Are there documents that need to be raised? Is he under arrest? What exactly is going on? That lack of information is what is giving MFA a bit of a problem. Yes, Bwana Sossion.
Yeah, Fred, one thing we must all agree is that we can't compare Kenya with the neighbors in the region and even within the continent. We are a democratic superpower ourselves. And this is a very tolerant democracy. It's an open democracy. And efforts of cross-border solidarity is a common thing world over. It's a common phenomenon. And cross-border solidarity is not an easy thing. It will be resisted by those authorities and those countries. And so what is happening, the phenomenon, let's look at it. It started in Uganda with Pesije. And somehow, Uganda was a bit tolerant, and even the certificate of practice was granted to Martha Karua, which is okay. The lawyers in East Africa will try and build their cross-border solidarity and try to walk across, even as teachers. I was in Federation of East African Teachers, and we would walk across border, and governments were very sensitive. Mm-hmm. I remember one incident where we commissioned a research on the education reforms within the East Africa, and Magufuli was not very happy. And Magufuli phoned Uhuru Kenyatta to caution him about the impending threat from teachers. So that reaction will always be there. And now that the East African community is moving towards a political federation where we'll even have a common currency, these cross-border activities will be there. The question is, how do we handle them so that we don't export our conflicts here and play it out elsewhere? Citizens are moving as individual free citizens within the protocols. But where protocols are breached, each country will be able to invoke their own laws and their own decisions. What we should argue as a country and within the diplomatic space, that is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, is the safety of these people. Boniface Mwangi is in custody in Tanzania. Yes, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs must consult with the other ministry. We must know the details of the alleged crimes for that matter. Why was mother deported back? Those explanations must come from that country, because Kenyans is owed an explanation by that jurisdiction. And we saw Samia Suluhu make her explanation to a political forum in Tanzania. We have seen CCM leaders and CCM forums discussing even Martha Karua and why Martha Karua even could not sell our own party NAC and was able to rebrand to something else. That was a political conversation discussing the political events here. So you see, you look at all these things, they do happen. And I think the only responsibility for government is safety of the citizens when they are there.
That should be the
But then the government cannot impose a political feeling on another sovereign state. Right. That is not possible. We can only ensure that citizens are safe where they go and coming back to the country. That is all what the government can do.
Allow us to take a break. Let's go on a break right now. We'll be back to discuss a lot more stories on Morning Cafe.